Join us as the Santo Domingo Church joins the celebration of the 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines. The Santo Domingo Church is the mother church of the Dominicans in the Philippines and the home of the Nuestra Señora del Santísimo Rosario, la Naval de Manila. The church is located along Quezon Avenue, Quezon City, and is one of the biggest and most iconic churches of Metro Manila. The Philippine Church declared it as the national shrine of Our Lady of the Rosary, and we find it within its hallowed walls, a shrine in honor of Saint Martin de Porres. On August 16, 1587, His Excellency Monsignor Domingo de Salazar, O.P., the first Bishop of Manila, planted a wooden cross in a swampy place along the Pasig River. This was the foundation of the first Convento de Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo Convent and Church was later inaugurated in Intramuros, Manila on January 1, 1588, immediately after the arrival of the Dominican friars in the Philippines in 1587. But due to its poor planning and construction, the church collapsed at the end of 1589. From the ruins of the first church made of light materials, a more spacious, more beautiful, and stronger edifice was constructed. It did not last long, however, for it was heavily destroyed by fire in 1603. The church was reconstructed only to be razed by an earthquake in 1645, and another one in 1863. The last church to be built in Intramuros was designed according to Neo-Gothic style, and it became the most iconic church of pre-war Manila. It was later destroyed by the Japanese bombing in 1941 during the onset of World War II. Fortunately, the venerated image of Santo Rosario was miraculously spared from destruction during the war. The Dominicans kept the image of La Naval at the University of Santo Tomas in Sampaloc, Manila, until a new Santo Domingo Convent and Church was built in Quezon City. On October 10, 1954, the 8th day of the Feast of the Most Holy Rosary, His Excellency Monsignor Rufino Santos, the Archbishop of Manila, solemnly blessed the new Santo Domingo Church. On the same day, the famous miraculous image of the Blessed Virgin, accompanied by bishops, a good number of priests and religious, and hundreds of thousands of the faithful, was transferred here in Quezon City. It was architect Jose Maria Zaragoza who designed the present-day Santo Domingo Church in Quezon City. Architect Zaragoza, a celebrated national artist, and engineer Alberto Guevara successfully appropriated the prevailing style and modern techniques in building Santo Domingo Church.
As you go along Quezon Avenue, at the facade of the church, you can see the astonishing history of the Battle of La Naval in bas-relief, which shows the victory of La Naval, and you can see soldiers there marching barefoot towards Santo Domingo Church. And also, you can see at the facade of the belfry, we can see the high relief image of Santo Domingo. There you can see that these reliefs were sculpted by the famous Italian Art Deco sculptor, Francesco Monti.
In the nave of the church, there are 8 colorful murals by national artist Carlos Botong Francisco, depicting the life and times of Santo Domingo de Guzman. Francisco's murals are just below the equally vibrant murals of the 4 evangelists in vivid brown tones by Antonio Garcia Llamas. Meanwhile, in its arched windows, we see masterful stained glass designs by Galo Ocampo. The windows depict the original 15 stations of the Holy Rosary, as well as the Battle of Lepanto and La Naval de Manila. The martyrdoms of San Vicente Liam de la Paz and San Francisco de Capillas, Dominican proto-martyrs of Vietnam and China. And showing his knowledge on heraldry, we can see the coat of arms of bishops in his stained glass designs.
As you go inside the Santo Domingo Church, it has 3 altars in total. So first is the altar mayor and the 2 side altars. The main altar boasts of the large mosaic of Santo Domingo de Guzman. Very beautiful image with enameled glass tessera. The founder is also flanked with the paintings of the martyrs of Japan and the stained glass windows of the saints of the order preachers, which includes Saint Mary Magdalene, who unknown to others is a patroness of the order. And of course, the friend of Saint Dominic, Saint Francis of Assisi. So there are 2 altar minors in Santo Domingo Church. So the first one is the National Shrine of Our Lady of the Rosary in Naval de Manila, which you can see in the left transept, which enshrines the church's most valuable treasure, of course, the miraculous image of the Nuestra Señora del Santísimo Rosario in Naval de Manila.
The altar menor on the right transept, which is dedicated to San Martin de Porres. The altar is flanked by images of San Juan Macias, patron saint of migrants and the homeless, and the Peruvian Santa Rosa de Lima, one of the patronesses of the Philippines. Santo Domingo Church, from its days in Intramuros to the present day in Quezon City, is known for its grand processions during the October feast of Our Lady of the Rosary in Naval de Manila. It was called Procesión de las Procesiones by the national artist Nick Joaquin. During the peak of the pandemic in the Philippines, Father Roger Quirao OP, prior of the convent, introduced to the people the Pagdungaw ng Mahal na Ina, Santísimo Rosario La Naval de Manila. Placing the Vicaria of Santo Rosario before the facade of the church, the people were given a chance to venerate Our Lady at least from the front gate along Quezon Avenue. The church and convent of Santo Domingo also housed the Dominican Studentiate, the post-novitiate house of the Dominicans in the Philippines. This is where young Dominicans are honed to become preachers. The friars make the liturgical life of the church vibrant because of their daily common prayers held at the shrine, together with the lay faithful. The brothers also help in the apostolates of the parish and convent, like the DSMC, which is in charge of social communications, the Kadaupan, for justice, peace, and care for creation, the Mukhaad, which caters to the formation of the youth, the PST, which is the promoter of vocations, and the Kapatid, which promotes the devotion to Mary and the Dominican saints. And apparent to this also stands the pillar of the church, the Santo Domingo Parish.
Santo Domingo Parish was founded on February 23, 1972. It is within the Diocese of Cubao with the Bishop Honesto Antioco Didi. The Diocese of Cubao has 6 vicariate, and Santo Domingo Parish belongs to the vicariate of San Pedro Bautista. The parish vision and mission: we envision to be a renewed community of Christ's disciples, where through the power of God, all live and proclaim with great spiritual vigor and creativity in the ideals of Saint Dominic de Guzman, the message of salvation.
Though rebuilt many times, the annals of history give testament to the significance of Santo Domingo Church to the Filipino people. Its grandeur and vastness are always a beauty to behold. Its treasures are indeed magnificent. But in its heart, this house of prayer is always open to the faithful who wants to be nourished through the preaching of the sons of Dominic. Most especially, it will always continue to be a humble abode to those who want to be consoled by their loving mother, the Queen of the Holy Rosary.